Hi Pisces, this week we have got the end of Mercury retrograde, so we're going to get some more clarity coming through. We're going to start to have a little bit clearer communication with people, less of a kind of confusing feeling when you communicate with others, and less of inner confusion as well. It's going to be a little bit more clarity, like, okay, we know what to do, we know where we stand, and this is going to be quite empowering, because obviously the start of this year we had both Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde, which was making us feel like we didn't have the motivation and the energy to move into a new year. And so that's now starting to shift. You're going to start to feel a little bit more empowered, a little bit more energized, a little bit more clear on where you're going next. So we also have this week the start of Aquarius season. So this is a shift, obviously. It's like a new energy coming through, and so you might start to feel like things are changing. You know, you've got this shift now, and clarity is coming, energy is coming, and so the world is your oyster, really. So this is actually a season for you to kind of really think about where you are going and what kind of like narratives and beliefs are supporting you. So you might start to see this week where you might have been holding yourself back with something, or learning something about this past few weeks. Okay, what have you learned about the communication breakdowns that have happened, or the inner kind of communication breakdowns? So this is actually a time of not necessarily going really deep, because it's a breath of fresh air. It's like, okay, you want to start doing something, then let's do it. We've got the energy, we've got the clarity, but it's kind of like a top level, like, okay, what can we do a little bit differently? How can we tweak something? How can we tweak a belief or a mindset or a habit that we've got going on, so that you can move forwards in the direction that you want? So let's look at your tarot cards for the week. Okay, we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups suggests that there is a little bit of a stagnant energy sometimes, where it can even bring a little bit of like depression or low feelings, where you're kind of like, oh, what's the point in things? And to really shake that up, you've got to bring some beauty into your life. So are you spending enough time in nature? Are you spending enough time, interacting with beauty, or interacting with your hobbies, your joy, your bliss in some way? If you're not, then this is a sign that you need to shake it up a little bit by bringing in some of this Nine of Pentacles energy, where it's like, spending time maybe by yourself, but in a space that feels beautiful or feels uplifting, in some sort of activity that feels beautiful or uplifting. So guys, if you want a reading, there are links below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.